2 of the performance ranking of the VGMA 24, the artist performances. This is part 2. We've already checked out some of the performances from number 13 to number 7. It's in the previous video, the link is in the description. Now let me go through it. At number 13 was Lasmid. He was, the West. Now at number 12 was Kiddy. Number 11, Medical. Number 10, Gyakie. Number 9, Feels. Number 8, Can Promise. Number 7, Episode. Okay, and all these are based on artists' stage performance or stage presence, how they use the stage, also their mic and breath control, general sound of the songs that they performed, the technical hitches and how these artists were able to maneuver the technical hitches, also the enjoyability and the lasting impression that their performances left, and also how we remember the songs, the performance, especially for the right reasons, and the overall general performance of the artist. Now we are at number 6. I'm the Headless YouTuber, that's Headless Reactions. Alatari Yanko. At number 6, we have one of the best performances of the night, and it came from DSL, the Unsung Artist of the Year. Now, this guy's performance was super because he was one of the few artists who was able to give us a level performance with no technical hitches. Everything was smooth. His vocals, he was, on point. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't too low. His energy levels were, in the right ranges. The dancers came and they were uniformed, everything like a soldier.
See our song is playing all night until the morning.
And when he came through with
boys petrol and
DSL had very good mic control. His vocals were also on point. No excessive shouting like I mentioned earlier.
Happy that we happy. We living it all up today. Nobody else. Sing, you know it. Happy that we happy. We living it all today.
He used the stage. DSL will go left, then he will go right. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Hey, you see what's in? DSL used the stage. He went all around, and this is one of the best performances of the night.
Who's up on this one? I send you off a dance. DSL links this, I want a big jump. But then you can't you no respond. Circle to come. So what?
And it's only sad that his performance didn't get enough of the audience reaction because he is relatively not known as compared to the other artists. If not, he would have been ranking way higher. Now, this guy is talented and obviously has a lot of stage experience because he rocked the stage like a true professional, and he even ranked higher than some of our, top musicians like Medical, Can Promise, Gyakie, Lasmid, and all that. So yes, DSL, big up to you. Number 5, we have Kwabena Kwabena. Kwabena Kwabena came at number 5 because he gave us an award show kind of performance. Award show performances are different from, street performances, high school performances and all that. At award shows, you are supposed to perform to the ears, to the hearts of the people. They are not standing and jumping. They are not drinking energy drink. So you have to give them a nice performance. And Kwabena Kwabena did just that.
How can I let you go, baby? My mama come and tell me, yeah. So I'm stuck with you forever and ever.
The ladies came through with their red girls and their choreography and his vocals were just smooth.
I don't say sour. Yes, I'm not you.
Now the ladies in red, I don't know what they were doing because the way they were booing at the pie.
I can't lose you to no other, baby.
jumping and all that. But he made sure he gave us the vocals, what he's known for. No plenty movements, yeah.
You bang me a day, and then you make me know the day I grow from it to a bam.
And then when it got to this part of the performance, I don't know what it was there. Fake it, they will say, nah, power, nah, power, nah. So yes, that was some upsides of Kwabna's performance. Now some of the downsides of his performance, he didn't use the stage as much. He just went to the band, stood by the band to perform everything. And for those watching on TV, it's great because the camera will follow you everywhere you go on the stage. So if you stand at one place, we'll see you. But to the people standing or to the people in the auditorium, how do you expect them to feel? Because you are standing just at one place, by the band. This big stage, you are standing by the band. But anyway, his performance was a vibe. He knew what he was doing. He knew where his powers lie, and he knew that maybe running around on stage will make him tired, and because of that, he couldn't deliver. So yes, Kwabna used his pros. He used the upsides or his to his advantage, and that's why he is at number 5. Number 4, we have the Gospel Avengers, PSA, Esther, Celestine Donko, MOG Music, Perez Music, and other gospel artists joined forces, and they gave us a rendition of VGMA, and the performance was powerful. Everything was on point about the performance, but because it was the first performance of the night, there were technical hitches and tuning problems. They brought violinists on stage to play violin, but we didn't hear the violin. Also, because there were many on the stage and all of them had microphones, it's like all of them wanted to be heard. Because of that, all of them were shouting. It got to a point where the voice levels were too much. Everyone wanted to be heard when they were singing the VGMA, so everyone was shouting. Now, that is one of the downsides of the performance, and it seemed everyone wanted to be in front, even though it was PSA Esther who was championing the whole thing. Now, some of the upsides of their performance was they gave a good start to the show, a powerful start to the show. Gospel artists, when it comes to live performance, they are undefeated. That's what they've been doing. They always perform live. And because of that, they knew what they were doing, even though they were shouting too much. And also, Celestine Donko and Perez Music, they had outstanding vocals in the whole performance. It was powerful, and that is why the Gospel Avengers are being ranked at number 4. Now let's move to number 3, number 2, number 1. And just know that these are rankings based on certain things. If you don't agree, just do your ranking in the comment section. This is not the time to come and fight. Number 3, we have Sarkodie.
Never promised, no one to pick the phone up. There's some situation like a couple of grown-ups.
Sarkodie is at number 3 because 1, it is very difficult at this point for Sarkodie to outdo himself. Sarkodie is somebody who has done almost everything before. And everything Sarkodie will do, we've seen before. Now, his performance started off very heavy. He started by, giving an emotional message. That song he performed, yes, quite emotional because every day Sarkodie, people are talking about him in a wrong light, as if nobody offends him, but just because he's usually quiet.
Maybe I'm crazy, but you won't share me. But when I Sarkodie go play in your me. But each and every time, now my colleague give me so many issue with Jamaica, but they say
no problem. Now, when they transition to come and perform Illuminati, Sarkodie's dancer, I don't know how much he was paid. Hey boss, you kill yourself. You will kill yourself. Now, Sarkodie's performance brought together acrobatics and also his frontline kind of performing. But the acrobatics were going on behind him. Splendid.
I think it's funny because I keep on making money. Keep up on the blessings reflected. It's a tsunami. Sammy fussing. Mama tells her cash I have been spending just on shopping. You believe in Juju? I believe in power.
I always get nervous for Sarkodie when he gets to this side of the song because I keep imagining, what if one day he gets a slip of tongue and instead of saying, you believe in Juju, I believe in power, he starts saying, I believe in Juju, you believe in power. Yes, Sarkodie has been focused, and from the time the song was released, he has never done that mistake.
You believe in Juju? I believe in power.
Nice one. Now the performance of Countryside was also nice. Black Sherif was not there, so his part of the song, they played the Black Sherif vocals over there, and after that, Sarkodie did a live performance without his vocals, and that was nice.
They go flow and then go. For Countryside.
Time not to wait for nobody waiting for a crown. I want to what else in the waste time. Everybody get your own blessing. I teach you when I so why you the hate man?
The upside of Sarkodie's performance, he's already a pro. He knows what to do. No excessive shouting. The mic, he has it under control. Mic control was exceptional. His breath control was also average. I'll give him like a 70% for the breath control.
So don't stop, stay strong. It don't be overnight, it go take long. See, when you go 10 times down,
You go rise 10 times up.
Performing that long on stage, you will be tired. But Sarkodie managed to, still keep his breath under control. I think the workouts that he's doing, it's helping. Medical, learn. Now that is, the good sides of his performance. Now, to the downside of his performance, this particular set that Sarkodie performed, and in the order of how he performed it, he did the same thing or almost the same thing at the Global Citizen Festival, and we saw it better. He did it better over there. So if we've seen something like that better over there, and you're doing it at the VGMAs, and we see that, it's coming down small, and that's why Sarkodie is at number 3, because this particular set, we've seen him perform it better. Now, number 2, Oforian Ponsa. As a high life legend, Oforian Ponsa is known for live performances. And Oforian Ponsa, when it comes to live performances, he will kill it for you. His performance was very calm. His energy, he gave out energy when needed, and also he preserved his energy and gave us, the daddy vibes when needed. That's Oforian Ponsa did. And also he had different dancers coming in at different times. One song he will be performing, it will be boys dancing, energetic. One time he will be performing and the boys will go and the girls will come and be doing girls things. Oh yes, oh clap for him. Now, one memorable part of his performance is when he called people calling for girls who have broken hearts to dance. What is that?
Thank you so much. Say, above you, I say. Oh, that's all be at Wakuma. Sorry, sir.
What is the meaning of this? Now, his performance overall was good. He has a lot of hit songs. He related with the crowd. He related with the band. He kept going back to the band, down to the crowd, go left, go right. He utilized the stage very well, and he did great. Now, the downside of his performance, Baroski came to perform, Baroski Pan, yes. he came to perform, but this man obviously hasn't performed in over 10 years because he's seriously out of shape.
Every day is fighting the forcing, every day is forcing the fighting, every day is fighting the forcing, every day is forcing the fighting. Then we are going to fly away, then we are going to run away, then we are going to fly away, then we are going to...
Now his part of the performance was short, but he was already tired. No. Now that is, Ofram Ponsa, he did great. His performance was very memorable, one of the best and one of the most talked about performances of the night. So yes, Ofram Ponsa is at number 2.
I love you so much, Ofram Ponsa loves you. Woo!
And now the number 1, the best performance at this year's VGMA goes to Blacko. Now, Black Sherif's performance had a lot of elements. Black Sherif's performance started from him singing and coming down from the sky and all that. And Sana, all this while Blacko was in the bush shouting, is because he was preparing or doing rehearsals for what? For the VGMAs.
Ooh yeah, Blacko, eh. Boy! Ooh yeah, Blacko, eh.
Ooh yeah, Blacko, eh. He was preparing for the VGMAs. Now Blacko started his performance hanging from the air. The crane brought him down, very nicely, and he was performing and the crane brought him down. You could hear that the DJ was playing something and the band was also playing. It was like a collaboration between the DJ and the band.
They were very tired of me. You know, sad boys don't go. So think a man never goes. Standing low. We'll be great.
When he got to the performance of O Paradise, it's like there was a different set. And that side there was a lady sitting down in what looks like a garden, like a paradise. And there was smoke. They used the smoke and the whole place looked like paradise. And Blacko was singing and went over there. And if you know the story behind the O Paradise song, you know the sentimentality of the song or the performance will get you.
You but tell me how he did for Paradise, so drag as a wolf.
Towards the ending of O Paradise performance, he got quite emotional because what he was doing over there, if you don't take time, you will cry.
From Paradise, from Paradise, from Paradise, from Paradise.
This is Blacko. Now Blacko did well with his performance. He performed about 4 songs or 5 songs. Now the pro side or the good side to his performance, he had a lot of energy, and also his live performance had, he performed everything live. No miming. The vocals were dope at the beginning of his set because he was fresh on stage. His vocals were excellent, but towards the ending, it kind of went down small, like from 100% to 80%. And the DWP crew, they came to dance for him, and their dance was nice. They did great.
I pray to God for times like this. That's where my papa. I don't feel like you like OT. I work so hard.
Now, some of the bad side of Blacko's performance. His studio voice that he uses to perform is different from his stage voice. And if you watch his performance very well, you see that no. It's like in the studio, his voice sounds nicer than on stage. Because on stage, he sounds like a regular guy who is just saying, ooh yeah, Blacko.
Waiting for your text, so I know via. Mami will say goodbye. I didn't share what my stand. I go away word for what I need for Ethiopia. It's me and my gang, we never speak a crack.
His performance of Konongo Zongo brought out, that kind of raw vocals beside, like he wasn't even singing, like he was just shouting or talking into the microphone. Now, towards the end of his performance was spectacular because the backup girls, they took that side World Cup.
Soldier. Stand and beat your chest. Did they come? Don't make them catch you. Oh, soldier! Yeah, soldier!
World Cup. So yes, these are the rankings, or this is the ranking of all the performances for this year's VGMA. The MCs brought out a worst performance, but yes, number 13, Lasmid, number 12, Kiddy, 11, Medical, 10, Gyakie, 9, Fields from Nigeria, 8, Kim Promise, 7, Episode, 6, DSL, 5, Kwabena, 4, PSSA and the Gospel Fraternity, 3, Sarkodie, 2, Oforian Ponsa, and 1, Black Sherif. You can also drop your list, or if you agree with this, let me know. If you don't agree, make your own list in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. And I don't know. Yeah, dang. Yeah,